Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Now, this mug is one of my favorite mugs, y'all. It was a gift, but it's my favorite mug because it says Amazing T Street. Can y'all see it? Amazing T Street. And it says Forever Linked Together Street Talk. Street Talk is the name of my company. So I'm the amazing T Street. I'm your host. And today I'm going to jump right in. Today's topic was inspired by my morning workout. If I'm being real honest and real truthful with y'all, it was inspired by this morning's workout. I've been waiting for the motivation to hit me for me to go into beast mode of training. When I get there and I'm in the zone and I hit that spot, it's easy for me to get up and go. And it's taken me literally almost a month to get the zone. I've been going faithfully my 3 times a week in the gym and doing the stuff I'm supposed to do when I'm not in the gym. I'm walking, I'm doing all of the things. But I just haven't been able to push myself to the place where I hit the zone, what I call the zone or the beast mode. I haven't been able to hit it until this morning. And so I've been looking for motivation when what I've been practicing all along. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Val. What I've been practicing all along is discipline. And so today's topic, this morning, I was reminded in my pursuit of this beast mode and this zone that discipline eats motivation for breakfast. Now, what I'm about to tell y'all could hurt your feelings, and I hope that it doesn't. Motivation is overrated. Now, don't get me wrong. I love motivation. I'm a motivational speaker. I make a living motivating people. I love a good quote. I love a good sermon. I love a good playlist that makes me and other people feel like they can run through a wall. But if I'm honest, motivation is a feeling. And feelings are funny acting and they fleeting. They're funny acting and they're fleeting. Good morning, Jackie. So some days I wake up feeling motivated. Some days I wake up feeling tired. For 3 weeks, y'all, trying to get myself out of bed to get to the gym at 5 a.m. has been a struggle. And today, when I finally hit beast mode zone, I understood that while I was waiting for motivation, I was practicing discipline, going even though I didn't feel motivated. Some days I wake up ready to conquer the world. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Some days you wake up wondering who moved your cheese, your joy, and your coffee all at the same time. That's why discipline is so important because discipline shows up when motivation calls off. Okay. Hello, my motivation, I ain't coming in today. Discipline shows up even when motivation does not. So discipline eats motivation for breakfast. Let's talk about it. One, motivation starts you, but discipline sustains you. Motivation might start you, it might get you on the trail, but discipline is what sustains you. Everybody gets excited in the beginning. You can get excited to start a new diet, but if you all you got is motivation and you don't have no discipline, by Wednesday, your diet is shot. You might be motivated to write a book or motivated to pray more or motivated to start your business or motivated to go back to school and get another degree. You might start like a new venture. Starting isn't usually the problem. Staying is the problem, y'all. The gym is packed in January and you can go anywhere you want to in the gym in March. You can have every treadmill, any treadmill you want in March because people get motivated and that's what brings them through the front door. But can I just be honest with you? Discipline is required to keep them coming back. Discipline says, I don't feel like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Y'all, that's maturity. That is what we know as maturity, whether it's in our spiritual lives, our physical lives, our emotional lives. When we do what we don't want to do because it's good for us, even when we don't want to or feel like, I don't want to. That's my favorite word. I don't want to. But every day I just kept getting up. Anybody can work when they're excited. Champions work when they're tired. That's real talk. Anybody can be kind when they're happy. Discipline helps you be kind when you're frustrated. Anybody can pursue a dream when the crowd is cheering for you. But discipline helps you keep moving when nobody is clapping. Stop asking, Do I feel like it? And start asking, did I commit to it? That's one of the reasons why I have a trainer, y'all. I have to have a trainer. Everybody's like, I don't need no trainer. That's you, boo. I need a trainer. Because what I know is if I commit to her that I'm going to show up at 5 o'clock, I'm not going to let her roll in there at 5 o'clock and I don't get out of my bed. I don't stand people up. People in my life will tell you I'm a rider for the things that I ride for. So I know if nothing else, I'm going to do that. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Miss Brown. Good morning, Rhonda. I'm going to keep going simply because I made a commitment to it. Number 2, discipline builds bridges that feelings cannot cross. There's some places in your life where emotions can't take you. They cannot take you. Feelings are passengers. Discipline is a driver. Imagine that you're trying to drive across country based solely on how you feel. Anybody here ever driven cross country? I drove from here to California with my girl Siri when she was moving from Columbus to California, and I helped her with 2 kids in the back seat drive across country. Discipline is a driver, but feelings are passengers. If you're driving, you're gonna say to yourself, if it's based on how I'm feeling, you ain't never gonna arrive, because you're gonna stop and start every time it rains. You're gonna stop. I drove to Indianapolis the other day, and it was raining for much of my drive, and on and off, on and off. You quit every time traffic got heavy if it was on your feelings. You turn around every time the road got uncomfortable. But discipline says the destination is more important than today's comfort. The people we admire most are usually not the most motivated. They're the most disciplined. The most successful entrepreneurs, they're the most disciplined. The devoted parent, my sister, y'all, she was disciplined, not a disciplinarian, disciplined in parenting. The faithful spouse, y'all, practicing faithfulness to anybody, relationship, marriage, partnerships, it requires discipline to be faithful to someone over a long period of time. The committed leader, discipline. The consistent student, discipline. They all learn the same lesson. Success isn't built on an occasional greatness. It's built on repeated obedience to the small things. It's done consistently. Over time, that's how bridges get built. Choose one small habit, y'all, and honor it every day this week. If you just take the weekend, y'all, not because it's exciting, but because it's necessary. Number 3, discipline creates the life motivation dreams about. When I sit around and I dream about what I want to look like at the end of my first 6 months on this journey for health, what I want to feel like and what I want to look like, I dream about it. That's the motivation to get me up. But can I tell you, that ain't the thing that keeps me going to the gym at 5 a.m. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a 5 a.m. kind of girl. I'm awake and I'm reading and I'm listening to the word. But can I tell you, I'm not out of bed and moving normally at 4 o'clock to get to the gym by 5. Here's the irony. The more disciplined you become, the less you need motivation. Why? Because your habits start carrying you. I posted today to my old trainer, hey, Fee, it finally kicked in. My discipline finally kicked in the motivation, if I'm being honest. I finally got to beast mode. I finally got into the zone. And now I don't need motivation to get up in the morning. I'm in the zone. My discipline has carried me into this season. You don't have to debate every decision. You don't have to negotiate with yourself every morning. I don't now have to tell myself, are you going to get up or are you not? Are you going to get up or are you not? That's what I was doing for the last 3 weeks, y'all, if I'm being honest. You simply do what you've trained yourself to do. That's why elite athletes, they practice when nobody is watching. Michael Jordan used to go into the gym. He would not leave until he shot 100 free throws every morning. That's why he was the master at it. Every morning, he would not leave the gym until he had made, not just shot, but made 100 free throws. You know what kind of discipline that takes? Nobody else would be in the gym with him. That's why spiritually mature people pray even when they don't feel spiritual or feel like praying. They understand something powerful. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your discipline. I'm going to give that to you again. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your discipline. The life you want, y'all, it's not hiding behind another motivational speech. It's hiding behind consistent action. The book gets written one page at a time. The degree gets earned one class at a time. The relationship, y'all, it gets strengthened one conversation at a time. The dream gets built one disciplined day at a time. Stop waiting for a feeling to arrive. Act first. Feelings often catch up to whatever your movement is. This morning, my feelings finally caught up to what my body was feeling, the exhilaration. So the next time you don't feel like showing up, don't feel like studying, don't feel like praying, don't feel like exercising, don't feel like talking to somebody, don't feel like taking that next step, remember this. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a resident. Motivation can knock on your door every now and then, but discipline, it lives in the house. And when motivation oversleeps, discipline still gets up. When motivation gets distracted, like me with my ADHD, discipline stays focused. When motivation disappears, discipline keeps moving, because at the end of the day, motivation may start the race, but discipline is what crosses the finish line. Y'all already know I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today I came by to tell you that discipline eats motivation for breakfast. So practice discipline. 1, remember that motivation starts you, but discipline sustains you. 2, discipline builds bridges that feelings cannot cross. And 3, discipline creates the life that motivation only dreams about. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Jackie. Y'all, I hope that y'all have an amazing weekend. Whatever you're doing, y'all, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the feelings. Don't get caught up in the motivation. Get caught up in the discipline, the thing that we consistently practice. My grandmother said, baby, a slow drip will wear a hole in a rock. Consistency and discipline together changes the game. I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. Have an amazing weekend. And by the way, Coffee with Tea is moving to 7 a.m. on Monday morning. My pastor is moving morning prayer. I get to go back to my 7 a.m. slot, and I am excited about it. Y'all might get me some days coming fresh out of gym gear because I get home in just enough time. So anyway, I'm the amazing T Street. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Peace.